Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving a first-time reaction to Bill Withers. He was born in Virginia. He later on in life became a singer-songwriter, and when I was looking at his wiki, he apparently dabbles in quite many genres. He has like R&B under his belt, soul, some funk, some rock, some folk. It's quite the litany of styles, so I'm very curious to hear how he decides to, within a song, like transition between the styles or even blend them fully together, or if each song is its own separate feel and thing. We're only going to find out one way, which is by listening to the 3 tracks. One disclaimer is that the song "Just the Two of Us," if my association turns out to be true, I'm pretty sure I have heard the melody "Just the Two of Us" go mega viral on social media. You know, oftentimes you'll have the sort of setup for some kind of joke online in the video, and then the punchline will happen with the drop of "Just the Two of Us." And then, the video will proceed. But I've actually never heard the entirety of this song. So if it is that song, we will experience that all together for the first time. So I'm super excited to check this out today. But before we dive in, a massive thank you goes to Russell for making this reaction request and for bringing Bill Withers to the channel. Now, my friends, let's jump into it. The song is "Lean on Me." It's like a ascending descending progression. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain.
So the first 2 bars is pretty linear.
We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong.
Nice.
And I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on for.
I like the strings coming in here, and I'm especially liking the way he's ending some of these vocal phrases. I'll point it out here.
And I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on for.
Down. These little runs after the fact, it kind of allows you to add additional syllables onto words that maybe a single syllable word. You can extend it and be more melismatic into 2 or 3 syllables, for example.
It won't be long till I'm gone.
It won't be long. It's almost like he's throwing his voice out for long, for the 3rd syllable. But if you think of the word long, it's 1, but long, that's 3. Smart man.
It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have faith.
This is a pure ballad.
You need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand.
Huh?
We all need somebody to lean on.
Wow.
I just might.
Okay, it was pure ballad, and now it's like R&B sing along.
You just call on me, brother, when you need
listen to like the rhythm of the clapping,
We all
it's super
need
offbeat.
somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong.
That is crazy. That transition was so smooth yet jarring. I was not expecting that whatsoever.
Me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand.
Wow.
We all need
It's like it becomes a new
somebody
song.
to lean on. I just might have.
I don't think I would have to do like a side-by-side comparison between the previous ballad section and what we get here with this more like free-flowing, like a cappella percussion kind of section. I think the vocal melody is relatively similar in both sections, but what's happening under the hood with the strings and the piano versus like the clapping, that is different. So like we have the same spread, if you want to call it, for the vocals and a different starch below. That's the best I got for you.
Lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Call me if you need a friend.
Super
Call me,
sing-alongable.
if you need a friend. If you ever need a friend,
He's got a very like
call me.
smooth, gentle voice.
Call me.
Even when he like gets louder and belts, it's not that loud. Just very soft-spoken, you may say. Nice. Let's Lean on Me. A very beautiful song. I mean, rather simple melodically and even structurally. I think like once we get the melody in the main ballad section and we adjust to the novelty of that major switch up, I think the song is very digestible. And I feel like that's exactly the kind of vibe you would want for a song that talks about leaning on me, needing support. We want to convey that message very clearly and maybe concisely too. I feel like that chord progression I've heard somewhere before, the increasing 1, 2, 3, 4, then 4, 3, 2, 1, da, 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 da. That sounds very familiar to me. If I haven't heard it, it's probably just like my brain, like somehow in the moment retroactively fitting the vibe that I've heard it before. But it is a very logical chord progression, works really well. And I especially like when we switch into the section that we are still able to retain the lyrics for the most part, with a bunch of that like offbeat clapping, and it's a beautiful song. The thing that like speaks to me the most about it though are the lyrics here. It makes me think of me as an individual. Like I have had, maybe still, but lesser so, tremendous difficulty leaning on others for help and support. Oftentimes I've felt like, oh man, I need to like have this whole thing solved first and then I can bring it to someone else's attention. And unfortunately, that paradigm is not a good one to set up, because then everything has to reach an immense boiling point for you to involve anyone else. But had we just been more consistent in our communication or things that were going on in our lives, then maybe the proactive fanning of that flame would have been made more possible. So I feel like strategically that would have been a more ideal personality type for me to have, is to not keep things to myself for far too long. But that is where I've been for a long time. I'm getting better, but still have some progress to make there. And I guess for the full context, it is much easier for me to be leaned on. I will always welcome, somebody who needs help or needs to just take a load off and have an ear to sort of bounce ideas off of. Like, I am almost always down for that kind of thing. So I'm very good at being there for someone else who needs it. I'm bad at reaching out for the help when I need it. So I feel like this kind of song, it's just another version of I am there for you. But now in my mind, like, I kind of reframe it as I need to also be there for me by allowing others to be there for me. Because there are people who care about me, and, I don't want to dismiss them casually because I feel like I have to do everything by myself. Don't get me wrong, a lot of our life is by ourselves. It's not like everybody can handhold us through it all, but I need a better balance, to say the least. It's a great first song to start us off. Let's check out Just the Two of Us. Very curious to hear how this one sounds. So I've probably heard maybe 25 seconds of this song in total. The most viral 25 seconds. Viral. Love the textures in this. Beautiful, bright melodies, taking a bit of a dark turn on occasion. The harmonic minor.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all when the sun comes shining through.
Yeah, I know this part.
To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.
Oh my god.
We can make it if we try.
Dude, that may be one of the best drops in music history. It just hits so hard.
Building castles in the
What a
sky.
vibe.
Just the two of us, you and I.
Alright, I've never heard it up to this point. The You and I
We
is
look
new.
for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow.
And so far, there is a lot to this instrumentation that, I don't think I paid much mind to before, which is kind of unfortunate, by the way. I'm just going to go on a side rant here about shorts and the social media algorithms, but because content often is getting shorter and shorter, especially on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Insta Reels, you lose so much context, and people are just looking for the most viral 5 seconds ever. And that not only applies to the video content that they make, it applies to the sounds that they use. So a lot of artists now are reverse engineering their creative process to produce these viral moments. Or, people will dig into the archives of music that's already been created and just find the most punchy sections for the next viral trend. In both cases, we are losing an aspect of genuine creation and appreciation, because if you're making something always for a certain outcome, well, you may be able to position it for that outcome, but you're never really creating something new for real. And on the other end of it, if you're never listening past the 5 seconds, you're never able to fully appreciate the full extent of that art. For me, I'm already a minute and a half deep, but I feel like I understand this song so much better than I did after hearing that viral clip probably hundreds of times. So yeah, let's a lesson in just let's listen to the music in full from now on if we can. And the separate kind of comment I was going to make was about all of the instrumentation I'm noticing. There are a lot of bright sounds. It seems like there's a glockenspiel in this, great percussion, super punchy. I love the dynamic drop that we have to lead us into just the two of us. Probably one of the best drops ever. So this song to me already is probably like at the very least an 8 out of 10. I know we have room to grow, but super groovy, super memorable, really, really catchy. Let's keep going.
Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow.
Oh, and the bass now too.
Good things might come to those who wait, not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us.
Oh,
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
it is such a
Just
vibe,
the two of us. Building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
Oh. Yeah, baby. I should have expected it because we have a saxophone player on the album cover. All right.
Just the two of us.
Wow.
We can make it just the two
Is
of us.
Oh, that is like steel pan drum.
Make it just the two of us.
Wow.
The two of us. We can make it just the
And I love this percussive clicking in your left headphone.
just the two of us.
Exotic melody.
We can make it just the two of us. Just the two of us.
It's like I'm on an island right now.
Just the two of us.
Oh, the funky bass now. Listen to those plugs.
Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
This is a 10 out of 10. Amazing. So good. So good. I love it. I love it. It's a damn shame that most of the people who hear that 5 seconds of this song have not heard the rest of it. It is just too good to pass up on. Okay, I mean, I have nothing else to say here. This song speaks for itself. It is so dynamic, so textured, so lovely, so catchy.
I hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall.
Okay, lyrics
It
change.
becomes the morning dew.
Do, do, do.
Darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Building big castles way on high, just the two of us, you and I.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Let's get it together, baby.
Just the two of us.
The steel pan was such a surprise.
Just the two of us.
It's a banger. It's a banger. 10 out of 10. I should have been listening to this song for like years. I've been hearing that clip for so long, dude. I feel like such a fool. This is like, I love music so much. This is like my whole life, like flashing before my eyes kind of moment, because there have been so many different instances in my life where like I have heard songs that really spoke to me. Maybe it was only like 15, 20 seconds of a song. I'll have heard it somewhere, and for a long time, I'll just never know what that song was called. The artist, any lyrics. It was like me searching frantically, never finding it, and just eventually having to like give up, because like I'm not going to live the rest of my life in this pain of not having found that song that I know. And it's so stupid because like I have that immense, like, how do I describe it? Like, to me, like when that happens, when I miss out on a song that I love like that, it's an immense tragedy. And now that I think about it, there's probably so many songs that I have heard repeatedly, these clips wherever, and even though it feels like I know the song truly, I haven't listened to the full song, and I'm missing out on the wealth of the artist or just that song itself. And it's a version of having like the perfect thing that I would love so much right at my fingertips, but not actually diving fully into it. I mean, again, to like rant about social media, but so much of this, like, so much of the way the algorithm works, it is there to extract as much possible time from you because it wants to maximize your engagement on the platform. So, in these YouTube videos, for example, like will talk as long as you want because I don't care about how the algorithm is going to rank my video. I just want to communicate all of my thoughts, even if it may not be viral or hookable in like 5 seconds. It is costing us quite a bit, and it's making us think that with these shorter clips that we get the full context. It's a version of, we see the headline and we think we understand the nuts and bolts underneath, when in reality the headlines are meant to draw you in, they're meant to deceive, and then you've already taken the exact wrong conclusion just based on the headline itself. It's also in part due to a lot of the social media influencers themselves recognizing that they need to do a lot of these like viral stunts and clickbaity tactics to kind of bring you in. And that's why for me, like the amount of time I've spent on YouTube just in the last, 2.5 years or so, I do my level best to be as honest, as authentic, as forthright, as transparent, all that good stuff, because I feel like the landscape is very devoid of that kind of thing. So as it relates to like our engagement with media, with art, I think the longer form stuff is just the way to go if you're looking for more substance, if you're trying to, really dig into that world. But, there is a place for short form too. It just comes with its trade-offs. But this trade-off I will not make ever again. I need to hear songs like just the two of us. My God, it is a banger. I feel like I've communicated all of what makes this song already great, and there's definitely a lot more for me to unpack there, but I could go on and on. Let's jump into the final track. This one is Ain't No Sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away.
This feels more like folky.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away.
Dude, I love the rhythm of his melody. Sorry for pausing so much. I am also loosely reminded of the vocals of blues rock guitarist Joe Bonamassa. I think I would recommend Joe Bonamassa anyways to you guys, but if you have the time, try to compare their vocals. You may notice some similarities.
Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone.
The sweeping
Wonder
strings.
if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. And I know, 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 I know.
Oh my God, that is hypnotic.
I know, 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 I know.
Oh my God, that gives me chills.
Hey, I ought to leave the young thing alone.
What was
But
that?
ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
The loop of I Know is incredible.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Dude, I am down to do all the Bill Withers reactions on the channel.
Only
This is good.
darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
Awesome. That's a short one. Super short and sweet. But dude, I love that song too. Super catchy melody. Loved the I Know sections. I feel like I may have heard that somewhere too, or at least somebody else adopting a similar kind of approach. But it's this weird thing where it creates this almost polyrhythmic feel against the 4/4, because it's almost like the pattern is a different subdivision, not divisible by 2, 4, 6, or whatever. And it can create this like rotating, almost like those water wheels that like turn when you have like enough water and it pushes over and creates electricity. It's like a version of that where these like I knows are the buckets of water that are pouring over, and the wheel is this 4/4 scheme, but they're happening at different cadences, but they align with each other so perfectly. It's super satisfying to listen to, and I feel like it also happens not only in the I Know section, which I think is an obvious point to point out, or place to point out, but it also happens just in the anytime she goes away, and that kind of loop where the melody may start on the third beat of the measure and then maybe end on the fourth of the second measure, but then restarts on the third of the next set. So it's as if you are like starting your melodies on a different downbeat than you would expect it to, but you can still wrap your brain around it perfectly. There's some kind of like translation going on, and what I mean by translation is like some lateral movement in the way that we perceive the feel of the melody relative to where the one is on the drums. Sometimes you are more in line with the drums, other times you'll be more in line with the melody, but either one could be your one. If you're not like a musician or a rhythm person, just know that what I'm trying to get at is basically there are almost two different start points for this song to kind of catch you. And depending on what kind of listener you are, you may vibe more with the rhythm or you may vibe more with the melody, and that may be your kind of hook point to understand the song around. For me, I'm able to sort of like flexibly move between the two, and I think that's almost like a bit of a requirement to understand fully what's happening with Ain't No Sunshine and probably the other tracks as well, because Bill is very good at doing this kind of musical sleight of hand. Even though he's giving you everything that he's promising you, it almost feels like, the viral video, just to bring it back to TikTok, of like those Turkish ice cream truck owners, and they will hand you the ice cream cone, and as you grab for the cone, like you're grabbing a false cone, and then they twirl around the ice cream and you keep trying to grab it and they keep deceiving you until the very end they give you the full ice cream cone, but not after, bruising your ego a little bit, because why can't I grab onto this ice cream? So yeah, Bill isn't bruising your ego, but he is kind of toying with the way that we perceive the feel, and it is so awesome. It sounds amazing. I don't know where to rank these songs. I honestly, I say Ain't No Sunshine and just the two of us, those two tracks were probably my favorites in terms of like compositions and melodies. In terms of like meaning, I think the first track does speak the most to me in my own personal life, but in terms of like re-listening, I think it's got to be a 1A, 1B between Ain't No Sunshine and just the two of us. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below about my reaction and Bill Withers, really anything you'd like to leave down there. Also, while you're down there, if you'd like to make a reaction request, you can click the first link in the description box below. You can request anything you want, Bill Withers included. Maybe more Bill Withers would be the vibe going forward, but I'll leave that to you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.